All right. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for coming, Zexel. Cool. So today we are going to do a couple things. We're going to play some Yu-Gi-Oh! We're going to play the deck. Well, it's not topping, but we'll talk about it. Yeah, 17th place. It wasn't a huge regional, so we'll definitely chat. I took notes on all my matches. I remember them pretty well. The deck was this list, except I played Cowboy instead of Igniter for time, and I played 2 Naya, 2 Nunu. So we'll go over the list. I'm going to be putting up a deck profile this week. I'm really excited. I haven't made a video in a while, I know, so apologies. But the list felt really good. I don't really know that there's anything I would change. I was very happy having Sales Ban, even though I'm not sure how much it did. First, as always, of course. Good to see you. Thanks, chat. I think we can just get started since we have some people coming out. Briar, good to see you. Yeah, thank you, Sammy. I was very proud. So, top 8 here, there were a couple 5 and 2s, which is, spoiler, what I went. Hey, Bats. I went 5 and 2 at the Fargo regional, and I lost 2 matches. One of them I bricked twice, and one of them I just got timed out to Runick Stun. Very fun. So I was thinking we will probably play some games, and then maybe a little closer to the hour mark, we can start going over my matches and how I thought the regional went, what I could have done differently, because there are definitely things I could have done differently. Always chances to play better. But how's everybody doing? They're setting the drill beam, but they honestly don't need it during their hour, or their first, obviously. So hopefully today we can just climb. I'm pretty happy with my Omega rank, but I definitely want to be higher. Just like 2,000 points would be cool at the end of today, but that would be a lot. But I'm off today. Happy holiday, everybody. So, if you're not off, hope you have a great day at work or school. Doing all right, enjoying the long weekend? Yeah, for sure. Good, just finished a test. That's awesome, Code. I hope you did well on it. Good morning. Our hand is also very good, and obviously Fuelos helps, because this is clearly Blue Eyes, so we're likely to get a couple draws, maybe even 2, if they go for Link and a Synchro. They might just go for a Synchro Summon, though. Although, my man, what do you recommend to get better? Like, what can I practice? Yeah, Antonio. The best way to get better is to play a lot and to pay attention to what you're doing. So it's easy and tempting when you lose to just say, oh, I got really unlucky, I never draw well. Or when you win, to kind of do the opposite. Like, well, of course I won, I'm the best. But you need to analyze why you did well or why you did badly. If you're bricking all the time, it may not be that you're unlucky. It may be that your deck building is really bad and that you don't have good understandings of your ratios and how many of each type of card, starter, non-engine, etc., you should be running. So it's about playing and then taking your games seriously and thinking critically about what did I do to do well or do badly this duel. I think. It was 3 questions. I answered like 1.5. That's 50%. I'm a little surprised we... Oh, no, of course. Yeah, we summoned... Well, no. Oh, alright. Whatever. A little strange. Also, this guy in main, busted. Card's amazing. Do I want to tribute off the Futsu? We don't need to. We have enough good stuff, but actually, it may not hurt to just get one more good starter going. Let's get rid of this thing. There can also be games where you think, this is a brick, but there's a roundabout line that gets you, yeah, right. I love you, Dad. I love you too, Alex. People underestimating it. Yeah, I was super wrong on this card. I said it was bad. I was just not right. Let's go for the prayers, because this will help us versus the drill beam, most likely. We are rep locked, but I don't think that'll matter because Selene Snapper is a great card versus Blue Eyes. Wosu carries. Also, Aaron felt really good. I used Aaron, I think, only 3 times, but I played a very small number of games because my matches, out of my 5, 4 of my match wins were 2-0 victories. And to my recollection, it didn't really matter what the dice roll was. I was just either way getting those 2-0s. The deck's crazy. And I cited a bunch for a bunch of stuff in my extra never came up because I was Reptile locked so often. Yeah, that's fair. I wasn't Reptile locked very much, to be honest. I usually went Reptile locked just for the beatdown, just to go Neff and then hit them really hard with a bunch of guys. So we are seeing the Imperm here. I think we're going to go for the prayers just because even if this gets drill beamed, we're actually kind of fine with that because we're still going to get Saji off. It's not. So here we get to search. We've already set, so we'll go the Habakiri. We will spec our Saji, spec our Naya, resolve our Saji, pick up a ritual, and now Naya will attempt to get Daybreak, which we don't really need, but I would like, because it's just one more dodge. Here we can go straight for a Snapper. They have Majesty, they have Drill Beam. So we actually just want to go for their... How do I want to do this? I don't want to Daybreak just yet. So we could go Lizardos just to bait an interaction. Because we don't actually care about the Lizardos. I'm happy that the ban list of Master Duel hit Blue Eyes so I can have fun again. I am surprised that Blue Eyes is so uncommon now a little bit. Do I Daybreak here? I think we do because I don't think they go for it. I don't think they try to banish it. And if they do, we're fine with that because we have the stuff we want, which is our Mitsurugi. Okay, we're just getting it off. I mean, obviously they can clear a token. But that still leaves us in a good position. Thanks for coming out, everybody. Do we want Wosu back? Probably. Let's grab it. It doesn't seem that they have anything we'd need to cross out. So we'll give that up. Master Duel format so different compared to TCG. The deck like Blue Eyes like top 3. Yeah, I can see that being good. Blue Eyes is really good for best of 1. I think they have to be my worst matchup. And no, that's what I was thinking. No Blue Eyes that I played into, and very few that I heard about. So if there were Blue Eyes decks, I didn't hear about them. So let's go for the Drill Beam and the True Light. They stopped this, I'm sure, but it still outs the Drill Beam all the same. Oh, they had Valor. Okay, so they've still got their beam. Well, that puts us in a pretty interesting position. We can't target the Blue Eyes, but we can target the Spirit. We're already Reptile locked, so we're fine with going for the Search. Thanks for streaming. Thank you for watching. Snake Eye and Master Duel is not even funny. They are not taking that situation seriously. So, here I want... What do I want? I want to get Neff to the graveyard with Daybreak, so let's go for this to trigger it. Because at this point, we can just go Battle Phase if we want to, out their Blue Eyes, and then their Drill Beam just won't be useful. So let's send the Neff. I've learned so much with your channel, thanks. When Mitsurugi was announced, literally just your channel came up when I wanted to know how to play Ogdoadic. Big. Yeah, that's awesome. That's exactly what the channel's around for. Let's send this, and we're going to get you just fine. I suppose we just set up... like so. Already rep locked, so who cares? No, I appreciate that, Antonio. That's really cool. And now we're at kind of a weird spot. Not that weird. We just bring back the beater, kill the Blue Eyes. I guess they haven't True Lighted yet, have they? So they can bring it back. So this was probably a mistake, but it's okay. I just really don't want them to Drill Beam the Ritual. They did a good job holding that and just having other interactions. For me, I like the gameplay and playstyle of the deck, so it's very enjoyable to watch. Yeah, it's fun to play too. Yeah, we're going True Light. Oh. Setting a back row, setting the wishes. That is not what I expected. I mean, unless I'm missing something, isn't Drill Beam just not live anymore? We'll go Aramasa. We'll tribute this, because we can get it back pretty easily, actually. Use that effect, pick up the Murakumo. We will Ritual Summon you, tributing. We don't need the Night Sword necessarily. We kind of have a lot going on, but whatever. Wipe your dudes. I think they misplayed this. I'm sure I did at some point as well, to be fair, but... So we clear that. We will make some room. The amount of synergy makes me fall in love with the deck. Yeah, I really like playing. It was a ton of fun to play at the regional. I was very happy with the experience. Honestly, we can dump the Aaron just fine. Let's just pick up another ritual monster. Summon out our final Wosu. Pick up the mirror. To revive you. And then we'll go like this. Yo, I sold all my Bastiles and bought Primite. That's interesting. That's cool. I think... do we keep the Murakumo out? I think we might. Because, yeah, we haven't triggered Wosu yet, meaning... Not Wosu, apologies. Habakiri. So, now we have 2 Omnis, effectively. We could make another Kofi. Actually, I like this. Let's bring out the Snapper. Recycle this guy. Put this thing on the board. And now we've got 2 Omnis. Yeah, I don't think we need to do anything else. That's really cool that you went and bought Primite. I saw Matt was talking about going to locals, and he just keeps saying next week, next week. And then when we tribute, we're just going to leave Murakumo in the graveyard, probably. Oh, that's annoying that they're getting Barrel to hand, but it's fine. We already have a Drill Beam to contend with. I think they should have brought back a Blue Eyes and then gotten their Maiden back and then had Drill Beam live, right? Definitely. Nah, bro, trust. The thing about next week is, it's always next week. He's just waiting for the right time. It's so funny. I mean, Godspeed. I'm feeling pretty good, though. We've got 23 viewers. Maybe chat, how do we feel? Do we want to just keep playing games, or after this match, do we want to go over the regional record? I remember a time that you had so many resources, you don't know what to do with any of it. That's now. Without Slicer Lock, I kind of struggle to decide what I want to do with my turns. We want to wait for the Murakumo for them to go for the wishes. Maybe he's waiting for Battle Mayhem. Oh, maybe for the next set, you think? We could Futsu here and bring back something just for the card advantage. We want to keep our options kind of open. We can afford to take back 1. So let's go for a back row. I think that's always the best search. Regional record. Iceman. Whatever you want to do. Have you tried Stag? I was actually working on a Stag line, but I ultimately decided not to because I think that Evil Swarm Nightmare is a better endboard piece, and to get to the Stag, you'd have to surrender the Nightmare. You don't have enough bodies. I think you might even have to give up the Mask to do the Link 5, because I was also working on something like, could I do Allied Code just for another negate? Because you could bring back a Lizardos to the zone the Allied Code points to for the Omni, which I thought sounded pretty good. I do not care if you get Mausoleum, dude. Go for it. You're not baiting me. I know all your cards. Which emulator? This is Omega. I should put it in the description, maybe. But I don't know how allowed it is by Mr. Nami. Allied Code Talker is a... Ooh, so this is interesting. They don't have a Blue Eyes out, so their Drill Beam is yet to be live. But I think we actually just hold anyway, because if I hit this now, they can Blue Eyes with True Light or Load. No, I haven't tried that card yet. I haven't been testing new stuff. I've just been playing advanced format. Allied what? Isn't that what it's called? Hang on. Getting my binder. I pulled 3 secrets at locals a little while ago. None of them were worth very much, but it was still cool. Allied Code Talker at Ignister. He's a Link 5, and you contribute a link he points to. Oh, Drill Beam. Yeah, you're right, Ramiro. Thank you. We're going for the wishes. I think we go Murakumo here, because they give up the barrel, and then their Drill Beam's no longer... Or no, their Drill Beam's still alive, because they have a Blue Eyes, but we have the Purification for whatever we want, and our hand is great, and our board is loaded. Okay, they do discard to resolve. Fusion is interesting. We want to get Murakumo to graveyard now so that we can... Oh god. I am so scared having the... I actually think we have to do this here. If they drill beam the trap, that's fine, because then we go Futsu, revive, Murakumo, clear anyway, because I'm scared of Tyrant clearing our whole board. Thank God Futsu has 34. The values on these boys are just crazy. I love 34 defense is so great. 31 defense on Neff. 32 attack on him. He can make Tyrant anyway. That's a great point. Yeah, you are right about that. I done an evil deed. Okay, they let it through, so we will take our search. We will put this back. Bro, I just thought of something. What if you played Primite Snakes and we found... Yeah, I was messing with that. I just didn't think I got it to go anywhere. I started playing... No, Reizio Mitsurugi is cool. Good job. The deck's cool. I think it looks fun. It's not for me, but... But at least this way they have to fusion for it as well. What did we see them pick up off the wishes anyway? Sage. And play Gagagigo? Yeah, Gagagigo was what I was thinking for the level 8. Otherwise, you could do level 4s, but... Are they going to summon again? Well, and actually... No, we have to go for this now. Because this is the only time they don't have Drill Beam live. So we'll clear this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he turned off his own Drill Beam. Easy. I think Droll actually is good versus this version of Blue Eyes. I think the Magatama is also good. Ash is good. Called By feels nice, but that seems really greedy to keep. Bro, you were hating on Reizio Mitsurugi. No, but I'm not going to hate on people playing it. For me, the deck is boring. But I'm not going to tell other people. You know what I mean? I actually think Droll probably is the cut if we're going to bring in the Meowls. Because they're full board. We have enough gas if we draw through it, so... Yeah, I do like the Called By. We'll see if that's a mistake. I did cut it. Our hand is good. I took Reizio Mitsurugi Ogdoadic to YCS Mexico. It was pretty fun. The vast majority didn't know how to play around the alien lock, and Detonator was the least of their preoccupations. Yeah, I believe that. I was just annoyed at how overrepresented it is when there's also 2 cool variants. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's annoying that the Reptile stuff is getting used to more success in a non-Reptile deck, but that's kind of the nature of the game. A type will get a cool thing, and then if it's generic enough, the best deck will take that cool thing. Droll is goated. I swear, people in chat were telling me Droll was not good versus Blue Eyes, like, recently. Maybe I was just getting one guide. Or maybe I just came to that... I feel like whenever I Droll, they still set up most of what they want. But no, if they go... Do you think that Konami intended for Blue Eyes to search a hand trap? Absolutely, yeah. This card back in 2016 was definitely designed to search Valor, I think. Because otherwise, they would have made it more restrictive. They would have made it say, search a card that mentions Blue Eyes, or an Eyes of Blue, or a, that kind of thing. They would have made it archetypal, but they wanted it to hit Valor, I think, so they made it more broad. Guys, don't tell my teachers. Matt, when are you going to locals? Is it next week? Also, thanks for coming out. Good to see you. I love this deck. I just won an OTS championship yesterday with Mitsu Ogdoadic 50 card. That is awesome, Storm. Great job. Congrats. I kept having people ask, how many cards are you on? We're on 54. And then they would go, why? And I'm like, I promise, it's mathematically optimal. I've done the calculations. Yeah, once again, happy holiday to everybody. I should turn this down so I... Hi, Matt's teacher. Hope it's going well. Also, if you're having fun, everybody, please leave a like. It really helps. We're so close to earning my first 100 off YouTube, so thank you, everybody, for watching the videos. That's been huge. It's maybe not a huge amount of money, but it still makes me very excited. Just kidding, school ended. Okay. We have to choose between our Blue Eyes or Primite because they add from... Yeah. Oh, it's mandatory. They can't add Mausoleum. Right. And even if they could... Right. No, that's a good point. So we summoned Blue Eyes. This was a very weird line. I feel like this was not optimal by opponent here, but... Let's lead with... I guess this. We just want to get an interaction going so that Thrust is live, and we have Ritual, so there's really no risk of Droll Beam being a problem for us right now. Let's go for the Saji. I like that still. We also have the Magatama. I always forget that it just stops activations in Grave. That's crazy. So, if I go Lightning Storm, they can still protect their stuff. Maybe I'd be better off going for a different card? Because Storm, they tribute and protect. And then just have a negate ready. Let's go pre-prep, actually. I'm going to go 0-1700 at locals. No, I don't play Granite. Go Duster. Spirit can't protect. Why wouldn't Spirit be able to protect? Already used? I don't think we're talking about the same card effect. But now that I'm reading it, I can't find it. No, I'm not talking about the Grave effect thing. We could just go Naya normal summon as well here. Chet, am I crazy? I thought that this thing protected from your stuff in graveyard, or you could banish to prevent destruction. Wait, I'm so confused. Why can't they stop it? What? No, I know that. I'm so confused. Chat. I thought they had a graveyard banish protect your stuff from getting destroyed. Oh. Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't understand. I'm sorry. I get it now. I was confused. I honestly thought it was a separate effect. I'm so used to it happening. No, I'm not Neo. That's not what I'm talking about. Dragon, I'm not talking about Neo. Yeah, no, that's not what I'm talking about. I really thought that Spirit did that. A bagel. I thought you were just being like, bro, you stupid. I was being clear. No, I misunderstood the card. That makes sense. I do know now that we're talking about it. They have a chance to try and drill beam me here. Although, I don't think they should. They know we have everything we want. I guess this is a good chance to just force out the drill beam because they haven't gone into their other blue eyes for some reason. It's okay. Best streamer experience. The streamer forgetting things. That's never happened before. No, we don't, Zexel. Alright, mods. Yeah, we're totally fine with this getting hit because their board doesn't matter that much to us anymore. I don't think. Is the other blue eyes synchro a when negate? Yeah, it must be. So we can chain block if they don't tag out now. Code's gonna erase me from existence. Okay, they are going for the tag out. So we could go for mirror here, actually. I think we're gonna do that. Because if they don't stop this, we're gonna chain block and wipe this guy. When a Carter effect is activated on the field. Oh, it doesn't even matter. He can't even stop the graveyard. Yeah. Let's go. So yeah, they have to respond to this. It means our board is a little smaller, but I think we kill them anyway. Depends on what this last card is. It's probably... Do we know this last card, chat? Is it just a Veiler or something? So we go 1, 2, get back our ritual, 3. Does this negate activations? Yeah, so actually if we recurred mirror, we could also use it again. Oh. Ultimate. Let's go for the Murakumo here, I guess. His last card is Diabell Star. Thank you, Mad. Appreciate you. It was Veiler, which means now that they've given that up, they can't stop the negate. They're not going to get the fusion. 3. We get 2 bodies back. 1. And now we go like this and like this. Chain Daybreak. Yep. And now they get to bring out a Spirit. Can Spirit use its effect again, chat? Is this a soft once? I knew it was the Veiler. I had the hard read. Soft. Okay. So, in that case, we are going to go up into you. Target this down. Okay. GG's. Yeah, it's really fun. It's annoying versus the Unbreakable board style decks, but negate 1, not tag out. Okay, yeah, negate was what I was worried about, so nice. Cool, fun match. Okay. I'm going to pull up my record and we can talk through it a little bit. Let me find it. Okay, chat. Let me go to the deck list. Okay, really quick break, and then we'll be right back. Sorry, leave a like for bathroom break. Don't go anywhere. Why do I even chat when I'm at the bathroom? Everybody comes in. Okay. Just going to catch up on chat quick. I did see the Murakumo tribute summon. I'll try that. I haven't done that before, Dragon. Appreciate it. Bro's learning and evolving. Yo, Logie, good to see you. Thanks for coming, everybody. Okay. If it's okay with you, chat, I would like to go over my regionals record. We're going to go over my... It was a 7-round, 90-player event, so not huge, but don't take this away from me, okay? So, just taking a look... We had almost 50-50 dice rolls, so... I wonder... Mitsu alone doesn't have as much push as Ogdomitsu. Ogdo can break so many more boards than you'd expect. Yeah, I agree with that. I think Ogdoadic gives you a lot more, especially stuff like Celine, when there are so many back row that you want to be able to force out, and 2 at once is just great, obviously. I won a game at the regional by tributing Murakumo and Habakiri to normal summon Nib. Bats, you're insane. Yeah, no, Dragon. That's absolutely true, right? You just have so much push that they can't one-for-one you when you're going so much more efficiently with your engine. That's the thing about engine versus non-engine, right? In general, engine gets you better resource trades. So, I wonder, I have a doc up. I wonder, should I put that up on stream or should I just go over the matches? I want people to have something to look at too. But I guess the deck list is fine, isn't it? Imagine if you did something that had a YCS stream. I think chat would go crazy. Okay, so round 1, we win the dice roll, and we're up against Fire King. We go first, and he drolls me, and immediately I set up a pretty small board. We go for Aaron, and we set a droplet. We pass to him, and he has the Ponix. He hit us a couple times with hand traps, so he's down 2 or 3 cards, as Fire King does. No, we won through Droll, dude. This was a 2-0 victory versus Fire King. They droll us. We pass on Aaron Droplet. We droplet their Ponix. Aaron hand rips their search off the Fire King Island they hard opened anyway, and they pass back to us. We kill them. Yeah, we beat him through that. We do hate to see Droll, but games like this, you just win. So Aaron really carried, got me a search, which was nice. And then game 2, we just go full combo. He's just not able to break it. Not even close. Yeah, Dragon, that's a very good summation. Droll is very strong. You can survive it. So, in fact, let's go something like this. Let me put this up on... Oh, I'm so sorry. I want a window capture of this. Okay, here we go. Okay, so let's put this up. Is that easy enough to see for everybody? Inverse flashback. Sorry about that. Magatama came up, I think 0 times maybe. Possibly a completely unused card. Yeah, so the list we're not on... Yes, also flashback, sorry. No, I don't miss it. I am winning by less when I don't have Slicer. So we're not winning as hard, but... So it's not Aaron versus PPV. That wasn't the cut. I just decided I wanted to play Aaron. If I wanted both, I would play both. They're not exclusive, but... Did he make you go first game 2? Or... No, sorry, you're right. So game 2, he goes first, he makes a board, and we just tear it up. We just tear him up. There wasn't much to it. We just out-interacted him. Because I was able to lock down the final bit of that duel. Yeah, no, good question. Not a great... Yeah, I just beat him up. And this is actually a guy... This is the same guy, if anybody remembers from my last regional... I beat that guy. He was on Ryziel Mitsurugi, and I beat him through Abyss Dweller. This is the same dude. Deha, you have Aaron but no Zoha? Yeah, I've never seen Zoha and Aaron as a pair, necessarily. I understand that Zoha can get the hand rip, but they do that to themselves anyway. And Dragon, I gotta tell you, I pulled off the Aaron Mulch hand rip today, and my god, it felt good. And this is part of why I was convinced on the card. Yeah. Big brain. You get a search off it. It's crazy. Or you don't get a search, but yeah, crazy. So round 1, a resounding victory. Round 2, me tuning in after going X1 with only loss to Fire King. That's awesome. I think the final board with Abao doesn't need Cosmic Slicer. Yeah, because my final board is Nightmare, Abao, Mask, SP, Futsu, Omni. I have never needed Slicer. This is just Cope, but okay. Oh, but you mean now. Yeah, I don't think you need Slicer. I think you win more with Slicer, but I think it loses harder to Droll. It's a worse brick than Aaron. Data finally recognizing Aaron. Yeah, Aaron's cool. I think it took the mulches to make Aaron feel really good. So I played 2 Naya, 2 Nunu at the regional, but I think 3 Naya is better because Naya's a full 1-card starter for full Mitsurugi, whereas Nunu isn't because we don't have Zoha. I do like Zoha to force hand rip. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool, but you don't need it. I think the Nunu part is better, but I didn't miss Zoha at all. Yeah. Yeah. I haven't seen your deck profile, but no, I feel the same way. So, round 2, we're up against my Mitsurugi Ryziel. We lose the dice roll. And I just droll him both games. Game 1, I droll him. He passes on nothing. Game 2, he goes first. I droll him. He passes on Dynamondo. In my turn, he nibs me after I've done a whole bunch of stuff. I'm short 300 damage. But I have Magatama and Prayers set. Murukumo on field. All versus his top deck. So his graveyard has no effects. Whatever he draws, Murukumo just stops. So we just sacked that guy. Super fast round. Sorry if my notes are a little incomprehensible. I was typing this up between rounds. Zoha for me is a side deck card, but Charmies came out, you don't have enough 4s. Oh, when the Charmies come out. No, that's fair. I top 12'd at Nicaragua with Ogdoadic without the alien cards. That's awesome, Junior. Good job. All you rich people talking about editing your decks. Raw Pile Guy wasn't there. I didn't even notice that, but no, he wasn't there. So that was round 2. So now we're up a dice roll, down a dice roll. No, that does suck, Dragon. I'm actually going to be going to Minneapolis, Minnesota on June. A few of my locals friends invited me to carpool with them. So June 7th, not this weekend, but next, I'm going to be playing at another regional. So hoping to get even better there. So, round 3, we win the dice roll. We go full combo, but he has Fuelos. So Aaron gets a hand rip here. We have a pretty good board. I think I held back a little bit, but I go 0-1 this round because he decks me out right into time. And this was a huge mistake on my part. I just kept staying in because I kept trying to out his floods. He had 3 floodgates set with Runick set up from the very start. So he has Tyrant's Tirade, I think, Skill Drain, Tikaboo, and Runick stuff. He's got a bunch of floods. I can't really out them, and Messenger of Peace, and Inspector Border. And so what I try to do is set up access code, and then activate access to pop. It's negated under Skill Drain. Use Purification Grave to tribute off the access, meaning the destruction goes through. And he has Hugin out, and I pop the Skill Drain. He tries to Hugin. I tell him, no, that's not how that works. Judge comes over. Judge says, no, you can Hugin to protect under Skill Drain. I appeal, and the head judge says, no, because you're not tributing for cost. It's a replacement effect, so it's negated. So we out the Skill Drain, but we're just not able to do more from there. He just kind of Runick card advantages me, banishes my whole deck. Really nice guy, but the takeaway here is he's a really nice dude, but he's always on Runick Stun. Didn't even see the announcement. Hello, Damon. But what I should have done, at 20 minutes, I looked at the time. In my head, I knew I had lost. I didn't want to do that dragon because I wanted to bring it back with Neff and use it more. No, but I don't need you to tell me that. I know that. I just didn't want to because I had other darks in grave. And that was the only attribute I had access to anyway, was dark. Yeah. Because I knew I had this dodge play, and so my goal was to... And I didn't have very many links in grave because he fooed me, so I held back turn 1, so I didn't have the earth and the water, or the whatever. But what I should have done here was scoop. We go next, and I cowboy him right away, and he's playing upstart, so I would have been up on life anyway. But I think this could have been a draw / a win if I did this, or it's possible that I just got decked out and go 0-2 here. That's also a chance. Runick Stun is just really hard for us. I even had Magatama in this game. I was going to say in game 1. There was only game 1. We had Magatama. It wasn't good enough. But yeah, it was rough. I was really, really upset after this one. Even more upset after the next. That's the worst. There's one of those guys here too. If you're going to play a miserable deck, at least let me hate you. I know, like, he's so nice. Right before that round, he and I, because we're friends at locals, we were just chatting like, wouldn't it be funny if we played? I really hope that doesn't happen because he feels bad because I kind of, it's stun. It's hard to have fun against it. You don't want to get toxic, but it's hard not to get sad. Yeah, we're on Lightning Storm. But when you're doing that, we sit down, I walk over, I'm like, okay, table 21 right now. And I see him, I'm like, Judge, get this guy out of here. I don't want to play him. But yeah, that's why we're on. I love the Storm and Duster. Those feel great. I actually just ordered some secret rares. I ordered Duster, Talent, Chaos Hunters. Oh, Chaos Hunter was in my side. We'll go over that in a sec. So, round 4, we're up against Ryziel Voiceless. We win the dice roll, and I hard brick. My hand is Ash, Droll, and then 2 spell cards I can't use, I think. I pass. He goes full combo. I just say, you know what? Let's go next. We side out. I'm going first again. I get my judgments in. Game 2. I brick again with my only starter being pre-prep, but I have the mirror in my hand. In this list, it's about an 8% chance to draw 0 starters. And in this list, it's a 2% chance to draw pre-prep and mirror. Which means I got so astronomically unlucky in this match specifically. It didn't even matter what this guy was doing. I just bricked myself. I just couldn't do anything. So thankfully, this wasn't a matter of Ogdo being bricky like it kind of usually is, where you just see the cards you don't want to see. I actually saw a lot of Aaron plus Neff or plus Curse, a lot of those hands, and it was just fine. We have enough gas that it was okay. But that was brutal. So this one, very fast round. I had no chance at winning this. So 2 losses in a row, only 3 games played, all losses. I am heartbroken at this point. Interesting point about the scoop though. If there's like 17 minutes and you're losing game 2 after winning game 1, just scoop. Wait, what? I rarely brick on the bricks. It's, yeah, non-engine is what, and we're on 54 cards. Dragon, I know you're on high counts too. So yeah, like, it's no longer an issue because we're playing so many cards. That fixes the problem, and our cards are so valuable now. Before, it was about efficiency, but one card gets us so much now that it's okay to see your other guys. Like, I'm seeing Aaron, and I'm starting to see the cope, Dragon's cope of, like, Aaron's not a brick. I'm starting to see it because I'm like, yeah, I just want him in the graveyard now. Interesting point about learning to scoop, though. If there's, like, 17 minutes left on the clock, and you're losing game 2 after winning game 1, scoop. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's, like, the same situation as I was in, basically. But no, that's a good point, Logie. Did you find the... No, Neff is such a good card. You don't care. Because if you have Neff set up, you have a 31 defender. If it comes to you, you revive anything you want. If you went first, you set up all your rituals. You just bring back Murukuma or whatever. It's just great. If you play stun, you need to be a good person at the very least. Last round, my game 1 was Nunu, Curse, Neff, Mirror, Pre-Prep, Magatama into full Malice. That's gross. 52 with 16 non-engine, but I have like 22 starters. Nearly. Yep. No, great odds. Very similar to my odds as well, Dragon. I like those ratios. Hilarious thing is that it's not even a brick going first because Nunu send a ritual monster. Yeah, right. I bricked like 3 times on the whole tournament. Yeah, that's great, Junior. So I'm heartbroken. I'm like, I can only have 2 losses and have any chance at topping. This is the end. It's fine. Just got to clutch it out. So round 5. We lose the dice roll, we Fuelos, and we're against Branded. He makes a kind of half board, and he ends on Dragoon and not much else. We droplet out the Dragoon. Oh, he's got Mirror Jade, but whatever. So we droplet the Dragoon and the Mirror Jade, and we stop them both. And then I just wrote he in my notes. Game 2, he goes first, and we beat him. We beat him up. We just get lethal. Game 2, he goes first again, and he sets up a pretty good board. He's got 3 fusions, I think. He doesn't lock me. I think he misplayed at some point. But he's got the Mirror Jade, like 3 back row set, one of which I know is the Quick Play Fusion. But he passes it to us. And he ends up super polying a light, a dark, and an Albaz, I think, into the Proskelion or whatever it is, into the big guy. But we droplet him again, and we're able to just clear and kill. So, to his credit, I found out this was his, not first regional, this was his first event he'd played. So, my guy brought Branded. Are you going to play Elden Ring Night Rain? Probably not. I don't think there'd be any viewership for it. And I don't know that my friends are going to be getting it right away. I know one that will, but still, I never got Shadow of the Erd Tree. I do want Night Rain, but I wasn't necessarily planning on buying it right away. Sag. If I do get it, we can do some streams. So... Feeling good. Only 2 more rounds to go. Just got to win 2 more. Round 6, we lose the dice roll, and we're up against Raziel Mitsurugi. We Droll, but it's not enough, so he takes game 1. And we aren't able to push through. Branded is wild at a regional if you're not already very good with the deck. Yeah. Give me that viewership when I want to consider streaming. Shaking my head. Erd Tree is better than the main game. Okay. Oh man, you were at the Fargo Regional. I live in Fargo, but couldn't attend due to being out of town, helping my mom move. Would have loved to say hi. Yeah. If anybody ever recognizes my voice, Say hi. Good job helping your mom. Help your parents, if they are good to you. So round 6, game 2. He Perulias me. And I mess up the combo. I kind of am in my own head about rounds 3 and 4 still. And when I'm playing, I fail to bridge into Mitsurugi. So we're just playing Ogdoadic control. We have our Abao, Eren, Mask, but we don't have the Mitsurugi stuff. It's fine. We win anyway. So that one would have been a deserved loss. I was very mad at myself for misplaying. I just got too excited because what I did was I had Eren in hand. So when I prayers, I tributed to Eren and not the Habakiri, meaning I had no access to ritual. So that was very sad. Picked up Mitsu Ogdo after catching your channel and love playing at locals. That is awesome, Moose. Super happy to hear that. I'm very proud of people taking the deck out. Perulia is completely worthless. Yeah, because normally Perulia would get you 1 or 2 draws versus Mitsurugi. Versus Ogdoadic, it does nothing. So that was a horrible Perulia for him. And people just are not good at threat assessment. They think Nib, they think Perulia. These are not good cards versus us, but people always think they are. Which, I mean, fair enough. They haven't seen Ogdoadic much, whatever. So, game 3, he goes first. He sets up the full board of Murokumo, Detonator. I think Prayers is set. He's got the cross. He's got everything. I didn't stop him at all. So what we do is we talents to steal the Detonator. He pops it, brings it back with Eclipse Quins. So we steal Murokumo instead, who has already used the hand rip versus us, which thankfully got us our Neft to the graveyard. And he immediately tries to activate, and I go, okay, Murokumo negate. And he goes, you can't do that. It's a hard once per turn. I said, hard once per turn for you. I have yet to use this card effect. And so we're able to get the hand rip. It didn't ultimately matter, but it was fun to have that game knowledge with that guy. And we're able to just push through and not get lethal, but in the last 30 seconds, I revive Neff revive something, summon my Murokumo, clear his board, and we go battle phase for a bunch of damage. Not enough to kill, but enough to win in time. Are people more familiar with the cards, or do you still get asked what everything does? Dude, my locals has no respect. I've played these cards for 5 years. For so long, and nobody knows what they do. That's not true. The guys I hang with do know because they've started to kind of watch the streams and really get to understand, because it's hard when you're playing against it. When you're watching and hearing somebody talk through it, it's easier. So some people know, but man, people do not know what these cards do, and they all look the same too, so that doesn't help. Just started looking into Ogdoadic and found your channel. Do you have any recommended deck list for Master Duel? I do not. I don't play Master Duel anymore. Not for any particular reason, but I just like Omega. I don't like Maxi. I like playing Mitsurugi. Yeah, like we've been one-tricking since this stuff was announced for the OCG. We've been playing since it was Abyss. Yeah, I like the Ogdo Evil Snake Eye list, I guess. I mean, I have that on old streams. Our man is basically getting stream sniped in real life. There's a dude, he's really nice. I just exchanged discords with him, but every time we finish a duel, he's like, okay, so what should I have done to beat you there? I'm like, I'm not telling you mid-match. You're committed, I'll give you that. What's the coolest looking Ogdo card? And why is it Nunu? The number of times I've used Naya and Nunu in the same turn, they're like, you already used that. Yep, I get that a lot. I get a lot of people trying to catch me on Daybreak. Like, you already used that card. No, they're both ones. I don't think I've ever stuck with a deck for more than 5 to 6 months. I've played Traptrix for 4 years now, and people always imperm Sarah. Dude, I imperm Sarah every time. Oh, Alert is such a good pick. Alert is the coolest. Yeah. Hands down. Okay. So, yeah. Really fun round 6 for me. I'm sure he was not plussed to be losing into time, but hey, what can you do? Play faster, right? Final round. We just got to pull out one more victory. Ogdibus does have aura, but Alert is cooler looking. So, round 7. We win the dice roll, and we go full combo through one Ash. The Ash does nothing, by the way. It's such a shame we don't play the coolest Ogdo. Yeah, if it was, it's just too bad. It's too bad. And it doesn't really do anything. It's weird. It has the worst downside for no payoff. My favorite is Curse. Curse is cool. Curse is really cool. But yeah, we full combo through Ash. And he's on White Forest. And I don't know what any of these cards do. I played a lot on stream, or against it a lot on stream, but I'm just not familiar with it. So I'm asking, and every time I ask what it does, he just looks at me like I'm the dumbest person he's ever seen. It's like, man, I have to explain my cards all day, and you won't just give me the cliff notes on what this 4-paragraph spell card does. I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! In the middle of last year and didn't have that many decks, nor did I get too attached to any of them. And now I think Mitsurugi Ogdoadic is the first one I really want to play. That's awesome, Ramiro. I've just been hard-locked one-tricking this stuff, but I just love it so much. I feel like I can understand what most people are doing just from watching their combo. Yeah, but I'm not watching him combo. I'm stopping everything. Also, cool story, bro. I'm not you. Adding any card back to hand just to recycle some banishes? Yeah. Yeah. Here, have your Ash back, which, by the way, is even better versus me now, because Mitsurugi. It's so bad. So, we full combo. He's not able to pull it through. We have so much stuff. I end up goddessing even through the mask. I don't even use my SP. We use the Nightmare to flip 2 things. It's crazy. Game 2. He goes first. He passes. Hard brick. In my standby phase, he throws Perulia. But I found this out later. He had Droll Perulia. He picked the Perulia. So he drew a few cards. I'm just playing through it because I don't care about that. I'm not worried about his hand traps at this point because my hand is gas. I have pre-prep. I do a couple searches. I pre-prep. I pick up 2 cards. And now he drolls me. And so I was thinking, did you draw into this? So I asked him after. So after he drolls me, my board is 4 nobodies and Murakumo. We just climb up into access for 8,500 damage, and we take round 7. No, it's all good, dude. I'm happy to chat. That's the whole point of streaming. That's why 30 viewers is my favorite thing. Do you feel like with current card pool of Ogdomitsu, there is further room for improvement or innovation? I don't think it's figured because it seems to me that everybody who's playing this deck and doing well with it, I don't know if I should count myself in there, but I'm going to for now. Let me have it today, okay? Everyone's doing it slightly differently, it seems. Just ratios, non-engine, like nobody's fully agreed. So I don't think the deck is solved. Yeah, I think people play it differently. So, overall, what happens if I enter? Do I lose my stuff? We went 5-2. Yeah, there's lots of ways to do it. When you gave the round 7 guy the round 4 curse. I know, because I was so elated that he just passed. Because we were in a winning position. We won game 1. So we were doing well, but I just learned sales ban is now a thing. Yeah, I'm on the sales ban, dude. So we finished the event. My wife dropped me off at this one because I thought it'd be packed. It was at a smaller store. Actually goated. Loved it at that shop. Little Big Wars is great. So we get 17th place because we go 5-2, and my tiebreakers, I look around for them. I'm like, where are my guys? They're at table 500. I see them both. And I'm like, no, because the way events work is the people that beat you, the better they do, the better your tiebreakers. Because the matchmaking thinks you're playing a better player because they have a better record. We play Aaron, Neff, Curse right now in my current build. But before it was just Curse, Neff. So 2 or 3. But yeah, we're calling Droll every time. Just ordered salesman. It's super cheap too. I don't have money for salesman. Just 1 more month. Isn't it like 20 cents? Or is it kind of expensive? Just saw your list and it's crazy to me the fact that you don't play Overlord. You don't need it. Yeah, thank you, Logie. It's hard because I went 5-2. That's my best regional ever, but it checks all of your opponents, not just the ones that beat you. I didn't know that, but the guys that beat you were usually a better indicator. No, I didn't know that. Thank you, Bets. It shot up to $3. Sorry about that, Briar. It was all me. I don't know if you're local, but yeah, LBW is a great little shop. Workers are super nice. JW at the mall is one of the bigger 2 stores. Yeah, LBW does seem to have more of a cozy feel for sure. It's now $3. Let's go. Call me the innovator. Call me the price setter. In the UK, it's like £5 to £6. Are you in the UK, Logie? That's awesome. So no Ogdoadic. No, I didn't play Ogdoadic because you don't want to wipe your own board. You make too many things that didn't come from the graveyard, and you can already board wipe them. I bought my sales band right before it spiked. That's so funny. Hang on. What happens? I want to... Still a buck on Troll and Toad. Dang. That is surprising. It was so cheap. You were too slow. You were too slow. Wasn't sure if I wanted to use it, but went, yeah, no, I think it's good to have. I'm glad I went 6-2 and Overlord saved me like 5 times. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm British. That's awesome, Logie. I'm like every country that's not the US, that's the coolest country ever. But I bubbled out because my tiebreakers, as Bat said, everybody I played, but although people here are finally moving away from Troll and Toad. Is that so? Salesman is popping up in a handful of decks, usually on the side. It's a solid breaker. Yeah, I saw 2 of it in another regional list, though I can't remember which one, sorry. Said I couldn't get Salesman because I forgot it existed till recently. Also, I live in Canada, and Canada post-strike could happen pretty soon, so it's pretty risky. Whenever I watch Ruggles, if anyone's familiar with him, very small YouTube channel, I like to give a shout out to the little guys. I swear, he's always talking about Canada Post being on strike. At least I got 3 ritual before it spiked. Yeah, I bought my rituals at the worst possible time. Guys, I live in Saudi Arabia. What's wrong with the US? Nothing. I just think other countries are cool. And I mean, there's stuff wrong with the US, but I'm not going into that. I don't like Ogdoadic due to the fact that it feels way more win more and situational. Yeah, I agree with that. I think the main deck called Droll game 1 is cope, but when it does hit, it's crazy. I kind of agree, but Droll matters so much, and we have so much gas that going -1 to possibly stop the turn ender, in my opinion, is good enough. But, yeah. Will say Ogdoadic saved me against Branded. Very solid card. No, I agree that Ogdoadic is good. I do like it. Ruggles coming back for his Blue Eyes Structure Deck playlist is awesome. Yeah, the guy that takes up the whole frame with muscles. The person whose only trait bigger than his muscles is his politeness. The way he formats his videos and does so much with other creators just in person without making full Yu-Gi-Oh vids is awesome. Yeah, I really like his stuff. He feels very sweet. You can't know it from YouTube. Anybody could be a good or bad person. You can't tell by their persona, but he feels very genuine. I love that he encourages people to go out to locals, because that's always what I want to be hearing, is that people are going to events. Also, 34 viewers. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out just while I yap about my regionals experience. But we could have had a top 8. No, you're never tributing 3, Angel. You're bringing it back off of your Futsu. You're never summoning it that way. Unless you want to, and then tributing is great. But I had a friend who went 5-2. There were, I think, 2 5-2s in top 8, so we could have had a top 8. And I can't just blame tiebreakers, because like I said, in this round 3, it's possible I pulled this one better. But for dice rolls, for a quick recap, we went 4 dice roll wins, 3 dice roll losses. We actually, both of our losses were on 1 dice rolls, so I think this deck is relatively agnostic to the dice roll, honestly. And if we go back to the list here, the list we played was not you, not you, not you. So this is the list I played at the regional. So we played, and this is the one I'll probably cover in the deck profile, going over what I wouldn't have, but to kind of go over the list now, because I didn't want to do it right away, because that would probably ruin the deck profiles views. You're all going to watch that, by the way, when it goes up. Sub for that, coming up this week. But just to go over the list, Aaron felt great. Can we play Raging Earth? I was trying to figure out a line using this card, Firestorm Prominence, and the Leos to go into a Shangri-La and get cash plays in the opponent's turn. Back when we were on the Promethean stuff, I almost put up a short doing that. Not watching and leaving a dislike. The die roll only matters if they are on a wombo combo. Yeah, that's exactly right. So like versus White Forest going first, second Feral Imps comes up every time that Nunu is your starter, which can still happen if you open the Nunu and the Fua. Why? I'm an innovator. Cooking. Because it was cool. Because what Leos does is Leos sends a fire to graveyard to modulate levels. And so, yeah, all the time. Or if your first code fee gets stopped, it's a soft one, so you just do it again. I don't use code fee twice in all my combos. I don't think you need to, but you totally could. And it's really good at pushing for lethal because Engine, like Dragon and I were saying, Engine in this deck is so good at killing people. I don't see why you'd need to, but I mean, you do you, Dragon. That's cool. Is there a reason we do 2 Nunu instead of... So I played 2 Nunu, 2 Naya. Now, in hindsight, I'm going to be trying 3 Naya, 1 Nunu, because Nunu doesn't have a great send, but I do love having it in the deck. But Naya really is the killer starter for us. It can be a 1 card or a 1.5. I like the 1.5 more. How much did you summon Nightmare? We didn't go full combo all that many times, but every time Nightmare came out, it was a high priority threat because one guy tried to impermit and I stopped it because I had the read that he really cared about that, and it did matter because it was a synchro deck. I usually make a second in the middle of Daybreak lines to search Eren or Habakiri if I need. I just feel like if you start Habakiri, you either start Mitsu or you start Ogdo, and you use the code fee to search the other line, in my opinion. Nightmare, Nightmare, Nightmare. How much did you miss Zoha? Who's Zoha? I've never heard of this card. Do I know him? No, we didn't miss Zoha at all. I love Nightmare. Great card. Makes people sweat. Nightmare is awesome. This card is so good. I'm really into it. And I like that it's good at going to... I don't think it is greedy. Because I kept making SP. SP is part of my going first board. Cowboy is to steal games. But also, if we're 1-1 and we're on the play, our deck just takes so long. Like, you just need it if you're like me and you just don't scoop fast enough when you know you've lost. So I like it. We can make a lot of rank forwards. I have the room for it. But lets me fetch Eren from deck to get it in rotation and preserve Naya. No, that's cool. I can see it. I'm usually in situations that doesn't come up, but I'll try to think about that more for searching Eren because I don't normally have Eren in my deck. So I'm still kind of getting used to having this guy, and I do want him. It was sad because he's kind of hard to get in rotation. I do agree. Does Mirror? No, Mirror is an amazing card. I was not right about the first wave. Hey everyone, may I ask why you cut the virus? Hey Flo, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 2 people at once, that's funny. So the reason I cut the pollutant lock is I think it's stronger, but I think it's win more. I think you are winning without that card. You're just winning by less, but winning by less is still not losing. And so you take the brick out, you open up the extra X space. I cut Link Spider a while ago. Were there any positions where you felt you absolutely needed it? I really like it because I play Access Code, which I upgraded to a secret rare, and I upgraded this to secret rare before my last match. So that access in the final match for lethal felt so good. Link Spider comes up so much. Link Spider for attributes. Yep, that's what I was saying. I like Link Spider for that earth for the access. Dynamondo came up 0 times for me, but I was still happy to have it, but I did not make this card once, although I considered it many times. Goddess is goated. People do not know this has a graveyard negate. But yeah, I like it, Bats. I could totally see cutting it, but if you keep it, it means you have Nightmare access. If I didn't keep it, I wouldn't be able to do Nightmare in my current line. I'd have to change something. I only made access twice, but it felt really good both times. I just was the problem in that first time. Try Liberator Eto. It's awesome against Omni Negate Monster and the Fiendsmith. Fiendsmith is really easy for this deck to beat. I do not take Fiendsmith seriously when I'm playing this deck because you can Wosu, you can Droplet. One negate just doesn't matter that much. Like Caesar is good, but Talent is great versus them. I don't know. You have a lot of outs. I make Access a ton versus Mouse. Just helps end the game. I think Access is great. I'm still testing my build for Regional. Number 41 is a decent alternative to Alien Lock, plus less extra resources. I still swear by Eto. I know Dragon likes it a lot too. So I'm not saying the card is bad. I'm just... Who calls Baguska number 41? Yeah, Baguska is a card I considered, but I decided against it. I decided for the Dynamondo for the Droll play instead. It's nice we have ways to go through towers, but I'm main decking away for towers too. Wosu already fulfills that job. I played a small Evol engine of Tulios and Najasho. Najasho's been crazy with Prayers, Habakiri, and Snake Rain. I'm working on the ratios. That does sound fun. Number 41 is wild. I like Eto, but now I'm testing Wosu, but I literally have not used it, despite drawing it twice. I am a big fan of Wosu in main. And actually, what would happen is I would side this card out going first, and then the opponent would put something up, and I would like go looking for it. I'm like, oh no, I took it out. So I would miss this thing even when going first, because going second, or into that turn 3, into your second turn, it's so good at helping to just clean up, but you don't need it. Alien Lock still being viable is crazy. I think Alien Lock is the stronger version, but I think it's weaker to interruptions. It's weaker to Droll. The trap does nothing, whereas, yeah, more Nightmare Enjoyers. Nice. Wosu main, Eto side. Eto makes killing through Droll plus Reptile Lock so easy. I don't think Reptile Lock ever stops lethal potential. I shouldn't say ever. I think it rarely stops lethal potential. Evol engine is near impossible because the only good Evol needs to be summoned off other effects. What are you talking about? No, it doesn't. Leos is amazing, and Mega Corella is great. I just don't think they're optimal when we have Mitsurugi to play with. Wosu in main, I absolutely am convinced on, and that's 100% thanks to Batsmack. I saw his list, and I just had to try this, and I played it at 2 events last week before the regional, and it just felt amazing in both, so I was like, okay, this guy's onto something. I almost cut Aaron and Magatama right before the regional. That morning at 7 a.m., I woke up to, like, give my deck one last check over when I wrote out my list. 101% Wosu in main. Yeah, so Aaron felt great. This card searches a bunch, and it hand rips, and every time you do the second one, doesn't matter which one, they pick it up because they're like, can he do both? 28's a huge defense as well, especially when you've got your Habakiri debuffing by 8, so he's effectively a 36. The lock never stops lethal on its own, but I've had games where first action is Habakiri for Aramasa for Wosu. So what you can do, and I think you already know this, chat, but I'm going to say it, you can go Habakiri, summon Wosu, tribute Wosu, Wosu effect add to hand, and that plays around Droll too. So you don't have to do it off the Aramasa, but I'm sure you already knew that, Batsmack. What did you think of Magatama? I thought Magatama was fine. I could take it or leave it. Mega Corella is great, but you lose a normal, but having to play 2 other bricks just makes a decent number of negates. I agree with that part, but you said that pulling it off doesn't work, and I disagree with that. Was going to ask about Magatama. What is your reason behind maining it? I like the diversity because if we can get 2 searches, Purification plus Prayers is not my favorite, but Purification plus Magatama I really like because Prayers is good for dodging, but the revive we can already do thanks to our Futsu. So I don't care about the Prayers revive that much, and we don't have that much board space anyway. Magatama can also dodge Imperm because if you normal summon Saji or Aramasa and they Imperm, you tribute and then target the Imperm to pop it, and your card goes through. And that's a tech that Iceman Isaac, the one I played on the remote duels, taught me. Same for that Wosu play off the Habakiri. He taught me that play. You go Habakiri, summon Wosu, tribute, add to hand. So he taught me both those. So those are both techs I got from him. I didn't love it, honestly. I could probably cut this card for another engine piece, but it wasn't horrible. I'll keep testing it for a little while. I've always been in spots where it's either hard to play around Droll or, oh, that's fair. where the Wosu matters more than the Droll. No. That's huge. I totally see that, Bats. I actually bricked on Magatama once. I had a ritual with Curse and 2 Thrust. I swear. Thrust is... I see this in pairs more than anything else, but Thrust felt great. Thrust is amazing. Searching out stuff like pre-prep is just so good. Also, does anybody notice anything about my side deck? How many Malice outs do you see? I see 6. Almost half my side is kitted for Malice. I played 0 Malice players, because what my plan... This would be Meowls if I wasn't poor, but I'm playing this. My side deck is so cheap, actually, now that I'm looking at it. It's a matter of evaluating a specific spot. I didn't go for the game 1, but Bestials and Crow are very popular around here. Yeah, that's fair. Magatama for me was great. It was there when I needed it. It sounds like you're talking about going through a divorce with Magatama. We go by 1 Daybreak now. I really liked 1 Daybreak, 1 Water Lily. I think this feels great. I can absolutely see arguments for more of these cards, but as is, I liked them where they were. Little typo, plus just woke up. But Mega needing your normal, unless you can special from Graveyard and then tribute one of your Mitsu names is great. Just put off. No, because I like tributing the Mega Corella because it dodges Imperm and Veiler better that way. And the level 1's not super valuable. It's really the discard that sucks. The normal summon you don't mind. I don't really play TCG. I'm not familiar with Mitsurugi. Will you be playing with the deck today? Yeah. We'll be playing E-Doctor. Sorry, we'll wrap up this soon. I just wanted to go over my regionals record. Amanajaku, my rock. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. I hope you're having a great day, dude. 54, it's too ugly. Either add 4 or remove 6. That's the thing. You don't have to be at 40 or 60. Mega isn't a quick effect. I didn't say Mega is a quick effect. Yeah, I never said that. Love you, Amanajaku. You prefer Solemn Warning over Strike and Warning due to hitting more targets? I think Solemn Warning is a solid sleeper. There was a guy playing QCR, or maybe not QCR, but high rarity Judgment. I think Judgment is better because you don't really lose to people's engine. You lose to their non-engine blowouts, and Judgment stops all of those. Who's the monster? This is Naya. Yeah, it's got the little... Oh, I'm sorry. It's Nunu, I think. My apologies. I said the wrong one. It's definitely Nunu because you can see Nunu on this golden lily, which we see at the top corner of this art. I feel like everybody did better with the deck than me. It's okay, Damon. Yeah, it's Nunu. I picked this deck up thanks to you. I played with some friends the other day, but Droll was always insta-kill. What cards would you use to play under Droll? That's a great question, Flo. Also, awesome that you picked up the deck. Yeah, so the lines under Droll are the first, and I was planning on making a video. I think I will. I don't know how useful it'll be, but it'll be a fun thing. I haven't made a video in a while. So if you have prayers and a monster to tribute like Habakiri, Saji, honestly anything, I would usually go for the draw phase prayers for the double or even triple search. Because if you search, summon, tribute, you're getting a bunch of searches in your draw. You're insulating really well. So that's the first thing, is playing in draw phase when you can. This is obviously a great card to keep for dodging, but if that's the scenario, I care more about Droll than stuff I'd have to dodge going first, personally. So you use this in this way. You also prioritize 2 cards. You prioritize getting your Ritual and your Daybreak. These are your 2 spells. So when I have a Naya line, I'll usually lead with the Naya just so I can guarantee that Daybreak, because if we get the Daybreak, we can set up the Abao and a few other things, like a Mask. If we prioritize the Ritual, we can summon the Murakumo from deck, summon the Futsu, or I'm sorry, if we have Ritual plus Murakumo, we do that. That's great. We summon Murakumo. Then we summon the Futsu from deck. Even if we can't revive and search with the Murakumo, it's in grave now for the Futsu to revive at least. In addition to Dynamondo kind of doing the same thing. You can get your Murakumo to the graveyard when you don't have that Futsu access, and now you have that quick revive for the board wipe and the hand rip at least. So that's kind of how I play around Droll. Do you have a link for the Discord? I'm not in it. Yeah, thank you, Dragon, in the description. But unless impulse, you can yell, old man says no. This is true. Thanks for the answers. Greetings from Germany. Oh, Germany's my favorite country. Let's go, Flo. That's awesome. But yeah, that was my regionals experience. Does anybody... 5-2, I was really happy because that was my goal for record. I really wanted to top 8. Bad tiebreakers. Bad on me for not scooping sooner. But otherwise, the deck felt amazing. I'm really proud of this list and happy with it. We're going to exit that saving. Hey, my country finally getting a compliment. Germany's epic. But the deck felt great. So we're going to play some more games. This is the list we're going to be playing today. I'm going to use the restroom one more time. Don't go anywhere. Leave a like. Thank you, everybody. Be right back. All right, chat, we're back. Sorry about that break. Let's play some games. Thank you for letting me talk about my regionals. That was super fun. Are there no other Brits? I'm from New Brunswick. Trust. Unfortunately, I can't stay for more of the stream, but I wanted to hop in and say nice job at the regionals. Thank you so much, Connor. I really appreciate that. I hope you have a great day. Oh, we are back. Yeah, we're back. Let's play some games. Now that I've gushed about how epic I am, let's go throw some matches so people can yell at me. Was interesting hearing about your experience, Deha. Thank you. Was interesting and informative. That'd be an excellent comment. Boost my education rating on YouTube. It looks like we have a mulch coming out. We do have the ash. They're holding it. Snake Rain and Habakiri. This is actually the best possible hand almost. I love yelling at you. Cracks knuckles for caps lock. You Artemis, how do you go first? Okay, let's send these guys. Bro, every other day another Galillion people join the Discord. I know it's so many. If one day I'll set it up so that when people join, it doesn't choke up the whole thing. I'll make like a joining channel or something. Once I Eventually, I'll learn how to use Discord, surely. Also, I'm going to say this. If anybody wants to donate like $6 today on a super chat and get to me to my first 100 earned off YouTube, you'll be my new fave. But if anybody ever tries to donate and can't afford to, I'll be really mad at you. So don't do that. Just make me a mod. I'll handle it. Yeah, if you're good at Discord, I could definitely use some help, Dragon. So maybe I'll DM you after this. Oh my god. Okay. They don't have the Droll, but I mean, I guess that makes sense. What do I want to do here? Our hand is crazy. Theirs is pretty good too. Yeah, just get the Aaron out. Rip one. I don't necessarily want to go for the talent now. But I do like going for the Aaron early on. So, what do I want to set up talent hand rip? I don't know if I want a talent yet, because I want to make some extra deck plays. I kind of want to know what they have closer to the end, I feel. Let's go like this. Let's do the Habakiri, get the Saji. Daybreak doesn't give them any draws. Yeah, Daybreak's great. So we'll search and we'll hand rip. An effect they absolutely did not see coming. Okay, so it is Malice. So we don't want to give them too much necessarily. I think it's just Ritual here. We go kind of low to the ground, perhaps. Because if we go Link and then one summon from deck, Daybreak gives draw to Maxi, though. Yeah, that's true. Only one, though. It'd be funny if it gave 5. I'm waiting for the 4th Charmer that draws spell traps, summons, and tokens. That's big brain, dude. Thanks for coming, Alexis. Good to see you. I hope you're having a great day. I think here we're going to go Mask. We've already used Aaron. Let's go Ritual here. Am I insane for wanting to play 2 Habakiri? I wouldn't do that. But, I mean, you could. If we go into Mask, I don't want to use too many things is the thing. But I think Masquerena is just great. So let's go into her here. This deck is so cool, man. So many lines and fun things. Yeah, it's really a blast to play. We're going to give them, unless they have... I guess we should talent before we go for our last summon from deck, because then we can prevent an Ash if they've got one. We don't want to deal with that. I think in this situation, we probably just go for you and you. We don't necessarily need the extra body. Put this guy onto the board. Get our search and our ritual back. Send Murakumo, add mirror. Yeah, we're definitely going to get mirror here because we nightmare because malice. If we wanted to nightmare, I should have held that other body. That probably would be pretty good versus them. I could still pull it off by using a prayers. Summon from deck. I think here we will hand rip because I don't want them to Ash the summon from deck. That would be bad. They're going Nib here. That's going to trigger our Habakiri, who we haven't used yet. They have Perulia and Gold Sark. Perulia, Gold Sark. Yeah, I usually go for tributing a ritual, then mirror from... Yeah. I always go for mirror as part of my normal line. So... we have ritual from deck available still. If we add... I mean, they've already nibbed, so I like going mirror. Spec the Habakiri. Prayers, tribute, Ame in hand, then grab mirror. We can go like this. We'll summon from our deck. summoning you, tributing you. So they will get another draw here. And we'll go for the search, obviously not the revive. And we can go into a prayers if we want to. Otherwise, we could just go Magatama and purification, which I think I like just fine. I don't know what they could have here. Ooh, impulse. Unironically, not that big a deal. There it is. Yeah, you called it, dude. You had it. We could... Oh, but we haven't properly summoned this Murakumo, so that's pretty annoying. Oh, I'm running out of time, dude. If we go like you, and he can bounce, sure. Put this back. No. Set 1. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. I think Aaron's worth it. So the Mondo's not great, but it can at least bring back the Futsu if we want to. But I think we're kind of cooked. But it depends. I feel it's very worth it. So Dormouse, they have Gold Sark still. So we could remove this. I think we remove this here. And then we... try to Aaron their search. I'm interested in it, but it's about 10. Here we get to search a card. I don't know that it super matters. Probably just this. Spec this card, yes. I need to try Aaron. I've been playing without it, but I don't know the lines. Dynamondo. That is very annoying that they're doing that. Let me cope. No, I don't think it's a must-have. I definitely don't think that. But the price definitely went up. Because I have my CR and my Ultra that I'm very happy with. I bought CRs of Neff. Or I'm sorry, of Ogdoadic, Aaron, Amnesia, and Snake Rain like right before all the stuff went up in price. If you talked about it, not sure if you talked about it just during the stream, but can you share side patterns to the important matchups? Yeah, we can absolutely talk about side patterns. I think we just lose. That impulse was crazy. Impulse was really bad. I probably should have searched a prayer somewhere in that turn as well. I'm sure that would have helped. Do we just scoop here, chat? Are we just dead to what they have? Like, is this stupid card just full combo? You played too hard in Nafua. Dude, I barely played Nafua. What are you talking about? I gave them like 2 draws. Shut up. I think we scoop here, right, chat? We just die to this. Like, Fua was not the problem. Chat, somebody help. I don't know Malice well enough. Do they just have lethal? Yeah, I agree. Futsu reviving just reptiles is great. Yeah, scoop. Okay. Every time you made them able to stop you. How would I know that they're going to draw the stuff that stops you? What are you talking about, Dragon? This is full combo. Just scoop. Finally, some useful data. Thank you. Bam, 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 bam. We want the ashes, of course. Magatama is pretty good versus them, honestly. Aaron's pretty good. So here for siding pattern, we're going first. So we want these 6 every time. And then I'm considering putting in 1 Meowls. Like just want to play. It wasn't full combo. Dragon just wanted to shut up. It was full combo. We can lose one more card here. Probably a Droplet. That's usually what I take out going first because Judgment is a better trade than Droplet. I'm honestly considering trying to get a Meowls in as well just for the cross-out target. Let's do that. We'll see. If they have Droll, we're pretty much cooked anyway. So we're just going to go for this. They do have it. That's pretty brutal. Why would you not put in Lancia? That's a great question. You're right. Yeah, Lancia should absolutely come in. I'm just not very used to fighting against Malice. No, you're right. Lancia should be in. We do have Thrust, and we do have Daybreak, so we're not actually insta-dead necessarily. I know. I'm sorry. Man wasn't prepared for round 1 Malice match at Omega Locals. Yeah, no kidding. Bro, I was just yapping for like 30 minutes. I'm sorry. And they have the nib. Okay, dude. Droll nib. You're too good. Weird. If I had this hand and I was expecting Droll, I would add Murakumo. I was thinking Murakumo, specifically because of Droll. But if they don't have Droll, Murakumo is much worse in my opinion. So, don't worry. Thank you, Logi. You're my favorite. I appreciate you. Angwitch, I guess we Droll, but I don't think it does much versus Momento. Banger hand yet again. Oh, what is this? Always think they have Droll, even if they don't. Yeah, Droll plus Nib. Yeah, Droll plus Nib is nasty. Remember, they always have Droll, even if they mulch you. Yeah, I mean, literally, they possibly can. I do try to play around the Droll, but you also can't hamstring yourself to do it. You still have to... I say have to. It's risk reward. That's why we run sales ban. Yeah, really. But it's risk reward, right? So you're trying to decide if they have the Droll, I want to make the best play. But if making that best play versus Droll just like ends your own turn, that's rough too. Then you should just try to play into the Droll. Top deck Snake Rain would be on brand for me, dude. That would actually be so like me to just hit. Man, Memento is so boring to watch. It's very pretty, though. I love how many colors are going on in this guy. I never noticed that. He's very pretty. You're a beautiful man. It is time to enter the bone zone. Waiter, your best, most broken starter, please. I guess I'll yap about my locals Friday night for a minute. So, I was playing against my friend Matt. He's a crazy good player. He's one of the best players I get to interact with. Have you ever played Ogdoadic with Ragnarika? Very briefly, E-Doctor. I did not like it. I do not like Ragnarika. Chet, who's been around for a long time, can tell you that I have like a huge hate boner for Ragna. Tell Deha wife that Deha called someone else pretty. Yeah, shut up, Code. Yeah, he loves it. We married the king for the bone. That's funny. He thinks it's goated. Shut up. Yesterday I went 1-2 against Momento last round. One game 2 with Aaron Ame control was very... Yeah, that is weird. That's so funny, Renato. I think he's cool looking. You think he's ugly? I like his big sleeves. He's got that one-piece drip. Game 3, he had like Tikaboo. Ah, whatever, yeah. Deha also loves Ice Barrier. Ragnarok would be cooler without the insects and plants. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Oh my god, what did I tell you? Sub right now. The fusion is okay, but the main monsters are... Okay, I don't love the main monsters either. I do agree with that. We're going to discard the Aaron here. Dude, I'm insane. I'm too good. We want to droplet here. I'm surprised they didn't go for this thing yet. We're going to do this now. Calling Droll because I want the droplet target. How do you never... I know, when I played against you, I just kept bricking. It was gross. Send 1, send 2. Snake Rain is always top decked. Dude, I have so much footage of just top decking Snake Rain when I need it. Cause Code, you're the main character of the stream. The big boy activates in a new chain. Oh, good to know. Thank you. I'm really bad at understanding that kind of effect, so I appreciate that. Ragnaraka is like an attempt for Tri Brigade. Like a bad one. Okay, what do you got, brother? That was crazy. Believe in the rain. It's because I have CRs. It's rarity privilege. I've got pretty privilege. I mean, you can't tell there's CR here, but trust me. Oh, chat, if you remember, I was talking about getting my CR Snake Rains signed by my parents as just a keepsake. I asked the head judge in my area and a couple other judges. They all said the same thing, that if I clear it with the head judge and it's clearly not an attempt at marking, it's very unlikely anybody would have a problem. And actually, if someone tried to call me on it during a match, they could get in trouble for penalty seeking. It's a shame because the Ragnarykas are... I love them. They're so cool and they're so Japanese. I love that kind of look and naming theme. Raikas are so disappointing. I was not. I was sad, yeah. Now I want to play Tri Brigade Ragnaraka. Goated. Dude, literally goated. What's happening? Can I have a turn? Can I play? Whose turn is this? I think we're dead. He's drawing a million cards. If who signs your cards? I was thinking about getting my parents to our turn. They look sick, especially Wisteria Trap, but they aren't it. I was thinking about getting my mom and dad and my younger brother each to sign one of my Snake Rains, because your parents aren't around forever. And I thought that'd be a nice keepsake, because my dad actually bought me my CR Snake Rains for my birthday last year. So they're very near to me. Okay, it's our turn finally. Rips just don't have as much synergy as... It's just that they lock you and they don't give you anything good to make. Ah, okay. What would fix Ragnaraka? I don't know. Wood chipper? Whiteout? The real answer is something to end on. Because right now, they don't have an end board. Because Rip doesn't have an end board in the extra deck. He has a triple pop. Yeah, just giving them a better boss. They're very consistent. They have great extension. The beetle that can just revive any reptile is really cool. Chain Coil's quick effect would be cool, but it's still such a weird interaction. Their Link 5 is okay. Yeah, I don't mind Stag Sovereign. Like, he's cool. They could use 2 good Link 2s or like a, you know, that kind of Link 3. So siding pattern here, again, we're going to go down to 2 on these because I'm running cross out. So I want to be able to hit these with the cross out. 3 ashes to stop mulches. Judgment is just OP going first. Thrust is to help get us to our purification if we get stopped. Or there's a very good chance they have a monster through a Bestial or the Curse revive. So this might just get us something to hand. And I think this is a good swap. If we wanted to be really cautious, we could do another droplet for the Meowls, which I guess we will because we can. Ragnarok is not terrible. I mean, Snapper and Coils, Armor Lizard, sometimes Ran. Yeah, Chain Coils go surprisingly hard against Memento. We are in draw phase with a Prayers and a Habakiri, but we have the Salesman. We're going to go to main. I hate saying it, but Mitsu did a better job tying together tri-types than Ragnaraka, and Mitsu has nothing to do with plants, insects. Yeah, I agree with that as well. I wish I could preset a card this would populate. I hate having to type with my fingers. I would like it if we got... Whoa, that was weird. Some support in the next Raikou wave. If they Ash this, that's totally fine. Ooh. Fua is less so. Man, Fulo sucks. I hate that card. I'm going to play Raikurugi. Never say that again. Okay, what am I trying to end on here? See, this is why I don't run Salesban. Salesban didn't give them this card. What are you talking about? Let's tribute this. Add a guy. Summon a guy. Use you. Pick up. Probably this. Get the Murakumo. 4D chest. No, because they just chain it. I doubt we will ever get Ragnaraka. No, we'll totally get support. What are you talking about? I think they gave up on us. No way. No, we're going to get new stuff. We'll get new stuff. Don't worry, brother. We could have gone Aaron here, but I think this is still the stronger line. They're on a fusion deck, so we know that Nightmare is not actually amazing. So we probably won't go for that. Yeah, but being used up a card to prevent them from activating something they might not even have. Yeah, but that thing ends your turn. That thing ends your turn, and they can chain this to anything you do. We do run the outs to this. We'll get new stuff. Shut up, shut up. It's all... Yeah, I mean, when you play your turn, you play around things they may or may not have. I don't see how that's any different. Rather, yeah. You should make a part of the stream making... I'm not a card designer, dude. I'm an idiot. I can't design things. You don't want my take on how to make something good. Trust me. What are we trying to end on here? I think it's Mask for sure. But what else? Because we have the Daybreak, but I actually don't even know that we need to use it now that we're here. Let's go like this. Let's summon you. Oh my god, that's not what I want. These two. Put you down. Last Ogdoadic monster came out like 8 years ago. Feel old yet. Shut up. Do I wipe this thing? Probably. Thrust would have been crazy. Thrust would have been fine because we have the talent. So that's actually the only one we really want in our hand. Super badly. Let's go into the Mask. They have something. Making a good card is easy. The hard part is making it not broken. Yeah, that's true. I agree with that completely. Attempt to ritual from deck. We get it off. So bam, bam. We'll take the search, but I think we don't need the revo. Well, if we go mirror, I guess there's no reason not to go mirror here. If they have Nib, it plays harder into it. This is true. Summon the Habakiri tributing the Futsu will trigger. And here I want to go for Magatama, although that is greedier. But I mean, when they have this many cards, the worse you're losing, the more power plays you need. Oh, and Appa would go so hard. I mean, we can make a rank 4. Do we just make the Nightmare? Or do we just go for a good link? Go like Murakumo into an SP. I don't hate that. And now we can just talent and get perfect info at least. Definitely played too hard into this. We don't care about Spally that much, I don't think. So we'll set. I don't like rank 8s very much. I actually took them out to put in Code Igniter. And I guess we'll set this just for the dodge / the bodies, but it's looking pretty rough, sports fans. That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's good, but they had talent. They have a bunch of other stuff. It was probably a mistake. You're probably right about that, but it just seemed to me like the best pick. But really, I think we're in a really bad spot anyway. I probably played too hard into Ifua. I just need to pass sooner, but I like putting stuff on board. What can I say? Tempted to scoop out here, but whatever. Let's clear this thing out of here. You should try at least deck builder on Ragnarika. There's nothing to build. Snakeheads, we took an L. Real. Spamming bodies is fun. What am I doing with it, though? I just don't see the point. I would rather try pure Ogdoadic than mess with that stuff, I think. Skeletal Soldier is by far their best card. But the fact that it full turn locks you and not rest of turn is just like so much. SP hit Akihiron out their grave goes hard sometimes. Yeah, this is another deck that I understand Ryzeal, Blue Eyes, Odeon. I know those decks because they're really simple to understand. Ragnarok could just choose to lose. I think we're super dead here because, yeah, they just go Spally unless they hit the wrong thing. But if they get Futsu, we're in trouble. But if they miss it, and they are discarding, oh my god. We have a chance. The One Piece. We got a card back. I don't know that it super matters. I know that they like to be destroyed, but we can stop the field spell. They gave it up. They might have another one. We're going into an SP, targeting the Magatama. We could just let them have that, or we can fully force out the SP here. Do this, tribute you, target you. And then we'll see what they target here with the Spa. It's the Murakumo. I mean, if we just negate that, We go search, search, put back in deck. He's even more scared of IP and SP. Yeah, he really does not want to play against those cards, apparently. Pick this up. Pick this up. We will not bring back the Murakumo here. And now it's not amazing, but we have something. Both of our SPs, mine and his, have been outed. The two Link girls got taken out by that Spally. That was brutal. Okay. Just special summon this card. During your main, you can destroy one, send a number. I think I want a Murakumo here, if I'm honest. I understand the destruction on Momento is, like, crazy, but I want to get this thing off the board before it uses that effect. If they go, like, chain 100, I'm going to be so sad. Target one other, add it to your hand. Cute girl's scary. Yeah, they do not want to deal with that. Okay, so they're getting Field Spell, so sad that we can't Magatama that, but they really forced it out with the SP. They can't attack directly, but they don't need to either, because Combined Creation just beats you up through your guys, doesn't it? Do I try to hand rip here, or do I try and hold the negate until it's a true negate? I don't think they'll ever run out of cards is the thing. Let's wait, because if they go Sleepy... No, because Witch is a searcher. Spec this card. Oh, thank you, Dragon. If only you weren't super late. Since he burnt Gaddock. Okay. Yeah, I don't know the deck at all. It just does things forever. And then eventually they inform you that you've been killed. Can anyone tell me why Futsu misses timing here, by the way? That's fair. Yeah, we just die here. Unless they let that be negated, but I don't see why they would. Oh no, they just let it be negated, so they can't attack directly. Unless they can do it again. If you use a quick effect, you can't use a trigger effect anymore. Oh, interesting. Okay, good to know. I guess Habakiri just for the debuff, even though I know that won't really matter. Does their thing do piercing? It's in graveyard, I can read it. It doesn't do piercing, so I could have put the Haba in defense mode. And actually, it's got 5k, so in a -8, it's not going to do anything to it. Yo, they already burned Gaddock. Yeah, they did it on my turn. Oh, Bone Party gives one of them piercing. Okay, okay. Thank you. I like their arts. I don't like that they're just random normal monsters jammed into a deck. I guess they're not all normal monsters, but I don't like that. That seems very strange, but I do like the weird bones look. That's cool. At some point in time, they do something that lets them attack directly. I negated that Pox, but yeah, thank you. Yeah, this one wasn't super well played by me, for sure. Sorry, just texting. I don't mean to go silent. We can prevent that destruction for what it's worth. It's called Memento. It's a Memento Mori for the classic cards. Yeah, I see that. I get it. I just don't like it. Yep, we're super dead. That's 16. Yeah. Very cool. Super cool. Oh well. Didn't play that super well. Momento does too much. I get very confused, but I'm also easy to confuse. So, I mean, what do you do? All right, chat. It's pretty early in the day. I've got a few things I've got to get done. So I think we're going to call it today for the stream. But I do plan on streaming a little more later or working on a video. I'll let you know which one I'm doing. Thank you for coming out, everybody. Leave a like, please. It was good hanging out with you. Really good discussion. I had a blast as usual. I hope you have a great day. If we stream again, come back later, okay? I'll see you later.